Hey, hey guys, it's Pat, and actually I need to check something real quick. Good, didn't like two softwares open at the moment, so I had to check the second one. But welcome to, well, this is actually not a video specifically about Cold Waters, which is a game that we have going in the background. But instead, today we're actually looking at the, well, we're actually going to be talking about stuff for the channel real quick. I need some past of something I've changed with, within a mod, that I'm live streaming tonight. And tonight is the day I'm recording, and the day I'm recording is Saturday, or it's not Saturday, it's Monday. So, you're watching me prepare for the recording, or for the live stream. So, basically what I did is last night when I live streamed, last night being Sunday night, I made a wonderful discovery that the submarine I'm using for live stream, its vertical launch system only works at a depth of 80 feet. And, well, 80 feet is very, very, very shallow. So I'm doing a test of a slight mod to the VLS depth, or launching depth. I've modified it to, well, 150 feet. Now, where is this 0? Good. So, well, I'm not going to try and talk about this as much as I am already, but, I'm doing a lot of, well, as I was mentioning before, live streaming lately. And I am getting ready to, well, again, live stream tonight, so I need to make this a bit shorter. If that's a Victor 3, that's not a very big threat. But, well, you guys have been expecting content. Well, this week will be that week for content. And in fact, all that content you want will probably be coming from live streams. I do plan to, once I do have the new computer up and running, which is going to be some time. I've only got 2 components for it. I've got one of the 3 disk drives. Whoops, I'm turning the wrong way. Well, let's keep the turn up. But one of the 3 disk drives, yes, I said 3. The drive I have is actually going to be the operating system drive. It's a 512 gigabyte, solid state drive. It's an NVMe drive using the M.2 form factor. So I've got that drive. But what's the rest of it? Because that's only 512 gigabytes. My current computer has 2 terabytes plus an 2 terabyte external. Well, that's where the other 2 come in. Those will be the replacement hard drives, both of which will be 2 terabytes. And you heard that right. Yes, 2 terabyte hard drives. No, that's not going to be a RAID system. That's going to primarily, might be a RAID system, I don't know. And the other part I do have is, well, one of the more expensive parts. I actually have it in my hand as I'm talking. It's the Core i7 7800X 6-core CPU. Now, once I have not a hard drive, but a motherboard to edit with it, or to run it, I will probably just start using that in place of the current, or the one I'm doing this on, which is the Core i5 7600. Geez, I don't have a KB Lake CPU. I have a single Skylake. It's the 6600K. It might as well be at this point a 7700K, but well, it's just a 6600K. Now, this is getting a little off topic, but yes, there's going to be a lot of content from that, and I will eventually break up all of the cold water stuff into their own videos. But in order to do that, I do need the more, or you do need to be capable of editing. And, well, a Core i5 does not do a very good job at editing, does it? That is what the 6-core is for. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU. Yes, you just watched me fire 2 missiles. But overkill much? Not, probably not. But yes, so I have those two, but here's the problem. The motherboards I'm planning to go for, well, they don't happen to be in, or they're not even released yet. What am I talking about? I clearly have the CPU. Clearly the motherboards exist. Yes, they do. That brings the problem to hand. X299, which is what's used, or what the 7800X will use, is so new that none of the motherboards are either released or they're not completely stable yet. Now, what motherboard am I looking towards? Well, I'm looking towards either getting the EVGA or X299 Micro or the X299 Dark. Dark would be a better one for overclocking, which I will be using since this will be used for gaming. But the other thing I'm missing, okay, I'm not quite missing the memory. I do have 32 gigabytes of DDR4, which is what needed for this system. But the other thing I need, or I'm missing, is more of this, because I want to keep the system capable of operating. I don't want to tear the system apart. I mean, I do plan to, if I have to, use the 2 Gen 70s for a system, but I am looking to replace them with an identically powerful solution. What do I mean identically powerful solution? Well, I want one that is more efficient, i.e. a 1-card setup, but that provides as much graphical power as the 2-card 1070. Reason being, 2 1070s, even 2 Founders Edition 1070s, will chew up a full 300 watts of power. And the thing is, one of these is a EVGA for the Win 2. And the For the Win 2 does not use the standard TDP of 150 watts. It uses about 215. And there is another card on the same PCB that uses the same amount of power, but it's actually a more powerful card. But I don't have that card. And there are more powerful cards out there, ones that actually provide way more horsepower than this setup alone would. And, well, those use up a lot more power. Now, yes, I can actually leave this scenario, but I actually want to fire a few more of these missiles off. Because I just want to make sure that it works down to 150 feet, because, well, I did not rate this mod. I just modded the mod. So, oops. Oops, it's not ready to fire. And now, here it actually should not... Yep, see, there it goes. It will not let me fire any more weapons off at this point. Yes, this is just a very, simplistic mod that I've written for this mod. Basically, there is a mod already out there that adds this weapon into the game. But it's not the mod I'm using right now. So, what I'm actually doing here is I did say I'm preparing for this live stream. I had a bit of an issue last night where I was stuck at 80 feet, which is basically periscope depth, firing off Tomahawk land attack missiles that are trying to fire off, say, Tomahawk anti-ship missiles, or hell, even these missiles. But I was starting at like 600 feet, and I had to go all the way to 80. And well, that's a very unrealistic thing to have to do, because at 80 feet, well, at 50 feet, the sail is pretty much on the surface. At 80 feet, the sail is near the surface. I mean, I can show you that real quick. In fact, I'm going to actually show you that right now, but literally what I did is I just took the weapon copied and pasted both parts of the weapon I just fired. This part, and all the other parts not in the water right now. But it's that torpedo. Modified the torpedo slightly. Modified the missile slightly. And then modified all the ships. Well, you can see how close I am to the water, or to the surface already. And that's at 60 feet. The thing is, you're going to see the sail very clearly from up here. Well, you can't see it right now because I don't have a very, because, well, graphics, but you'd start to see like a shadow in the water at that point. This is a very unrealistic depth. You'd actually want to be a lot deeper. Some submarines, well, I could mod this even further to make it allow me to fire them from 200 feet. Hell, I could just make it so I can fire them from 1,000 if I wanted. But I have not decided to. And well, if I was at 200 feet, well, let's watch this real quick. Alright, I'm at 150. There's plenty of water above my head. And I'm just still going down. And we're almost at 200 now. There we go, 200 feet. There's plenty of water. They're not going to notice me very easily notice me at least. So, yeah. I'm just going to surface this boat and, well, have a little bit of fun while I continue to talk to you. But, well, I'm not going to try and talk about this much more. So if you guys actually do watch that, probably by the time this video goes live onto YouTube, it will be post-stream. So every day this week, you'll get a video, or one of these live streams actually show up on YouTube and go live. They'll all be on YouTube by the time this video's up and running. But, well, you won't be able to watch them. Because that's just how I am. And yes, there's plenty of cold water videos included in that list. There is also a few World Warships videos. Speaking of World Warships, I might have to visit that tonight in the stream. Now, I wonder, will it still let me? Okay, it'll still let me do that. Okay, I didn't know. But, well, here you go. This is the other part I had mod, but there you go. So, well, I'm done with this part for now. So, that's what this is just to show you a real quick thing that I had to do for, well, the live stream. Once you actually see that video, you'll know how effective it was. And, well, the other thing is I'm doing a lot of live streaming Cold Waters. Cold Waters is a fun game. It is made by Killerfish Games. Will this dominate my channel? Hell no. Honestly, if anything's going to dominate this channel, it will probably either be, well, once I finally do get the editing machine back up and running, or the editing machine, the new one, up and running, probably Pure Survival will be a big part of that, of the channel. And, well, I can't promise anything else. Won't be trying to dominate the channel. Oh, there's another one I've been playing a lot called Rule the Waves. I'm actually not able to record it right now because, well, I'm trying not to edit this video. I'm just going to try and push this to YouTube. But Rule the Waves, that's not... That one in Aurora 4X. Well, Aurora 4X is basically a giant spreadsheet manager, and, well, Rule the Waves is a giant spreadsheet. Both of them, you get to design your class of ships. Aurora 4X, you get to not just design the class of ships, but you also get to explore the universe, starting from the Sol system or Earth. It's not a bad game. It's free, and it's a 4X game, and how the hell can you beat free? But you want its competition in the 4X game category? Well, that would be Civilization. But Civilization, well, when those things come out, they cost, well, $50 just for the base game. And hell, it costs even more when it costs another $50 for the expansions when those come out. So you have to add $50 each time you add a purchase. Or you can wait until every single part's out, buy the complete edition for $50. And, well, once again, you're in the same position you were in before. Costs you $50. Whereas Aurora 4X is free. It's not a bad game. Rule the Waves, you are the Grand Admiral of one of the major powers in 1900. Game goes all the way through 1925. And I do mean all the way through. It's a fun game. Basically, doesn't follow any historic timelines, so you can actually be Japan and go to war with the United States in 1904. And try and give them a good slapping. Or you can be Britain and go to war with the United States. Hell, you can go to war with Russia. You design your own class of ships, as in you can put whatever caliber primary battery guns on them, or main battery guns, secondary battery, and even tertiary battery, and torpedoes. Make them as big as you want, however fast you want, within certain constraints. The only thing you don't get to design are, well, submarines. But you do get to build submarines, because those do exist. You have to do all your research, you do all your other stuff. You do a lot in that game. And when you do get into war, you do fight the wars, and you do fight the battles. And, well, governments can collapse. It's not a bad game. I do have a series working on, in the works on that. But, well, it's very hard to do that when, well, several EXEs. Basically, you have one EXE as the launcher, which lets you build the game that you're playing. Then there's another EXE that is the actual, well, game manager, which has all of your ships that you have in service, all the ships that are sunk, all the ships you're building, the current situation on the map, has the ship designer, it has the ship builder, it has all that good jazz in there. And then there's yet another one that has all the battles. But you can only have like one battle a month. And it goes month by month. So it takes its sweet old time. You have 25 years in months with which you get to, well, play. Well, if you're playing for 29 months or 25 years. But it does go to, actually, you can take it all the way out to 1950, at which point it just tells you, screw you. But you have to balance the fleet between different parts of the world. You have to balance it among other countries in the world. You have to balance a budget. You have to balance this, that, the other thing. It's a fairly interesting game. But it's not free. It does cost like $4 or $35 or something. And they are working on a successor to it. It's not a bad, or we don't know about too much about Rule the Waves 2, but Rule the Waves is a very fun game. you just end up getting stuck in, well, I would show it to you in this video, but that's not happening, because, well, it would require that I close out of this, which would automatically stop recording, which would require me then to edit in the next part, show you actual gameplay. But I only have one game actually on this computer that's actually in the system that I can actually play. And that is the one I'm recording. But I do have two in the system. Why the hell do I have two in the system, but I can only play one? Well, let's just say one of them I was fighting a war against the UK, and then Russia got involved. This was literally a 5-year war, and I was winning it against the UK. I'm in the United States. And, well, when Russia got involved, it cleared all the victory points, cleared the war score, and I was doing okay. I was losing at several points, but we kept, but nobody in that world wanted to fight an actual war, period. So Russia collapsed. The Tsar died, or got killed. Very World War I ending to the Russian part of the war. I wound up taking one of their battleships. Not just a battleship, but a dreadnought. The most modern dreadnought in the fleet. As well as Finland, which is not an insignificant territory. But then, like, less than a year later, the United States collapsed. And I lost my entire dreadnought fleet. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, that was just a little bit of an interruption, but as I said, lost the entire Dreadnought fleet, which was very disconcerting. Lost the Eastern Aleutians, but while the Eastern Aleutians is a minor slap on the wrist, but hey. I lost my entire Dreadnought fleet. And since when a war ends, your budget drops. So I'm not going to bother rebuilding the entire Dreadnought fleet at that point. So, as I said, screw this, resigned. Got a heavy cruiser class named after me, and then closed the game. And that literally was it for me for today in Ruled Waves. But as I said, Ruled Waves will be coming probably after I get this i7 that I have in my hand up and running. Which, well, the EVGA Micro X299 board, or not micro, it's a, yeah, they want to say it's a micro. It's an MATX board. Should be coming online today. Today as of launch, or should be going out, not going out, but launching today as in the day this becomes available to you guys. Not that I am recording this, but as I don't have any inside information, outside of reading tweets about from EVGA Jacob or Jacob Freeman. Well, that's all the information I have about that. And all that board is a very, very small board. It has every feature I need. I just need to figure out what kind of power delivery it has. If it has the power delivery I need, then it will very easily fill the role I need. But I cannot guarantee that, so... Missiles. And well, shortly after this I will be live streaming again. Just look at that. It's not as epic as, well, a stream of 8 tomahawks going into targets. But if you want to see that, you'll have to go to, well, the last live stream I did. At which point I was like, screw this, these are, or the line attack missions are bugged up to Kingdom Come. I'm no longer playing them. Even though I have a land attack mission to go and do. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you guys will enjoy the upcoming content, including a review of the USS Enterprise added to, or slight review. It's my first impressions of it, because I only played one battle in it. And I'm not a very good carrier pilot, or captain, or driver. So, I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys enjoy, well, spoiler alert on the USS Enterprise part. Spoiler alert, this is what this video is entirely about. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. A bit of a spoiler, even though I'm doing this live recording style, this will keep going until these, well, detonate in some way, shape, or form. Which should not take too long.